Hi everyone, it's Danielle from OT. I was thinking about some activities that you parents can do at home with your kids. One activity is homemade Play-Doh. So these are ingredients that you probably already have in your home. It is flour, salt, cream of tartar, which is optional, and food coloring, again, which is optional as well, and salt. Okay, so this recipe calls for 1 cup of flour. So let me dig out my flour here. Okay, so I have 1 cup of flour. I'm gonna dump that in. Okay, and next it calls for a 1/4 cup of salt. Let me get my salt. Okay. And I'm gonna put that in. And next, let's see, it calls for 1 tablespoon of cream of tartar. Okay. This is not something we typically use often in our house. I think except when we're making meringue, only around the holidays. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in. Next, I'm gonna put in the water, which is supposed to be warm water. Okay. And then we are going to mix this up. So not only is this a great tactile activity, but it's something that they're learning as well, and something that can be useful during teletherapy sessions. Okay. And if they put it in their mouth, which I know some children do, they have a tendency to always want to eat the Play-Doh, right? So as you can see, mine is coming together nicely. Let me fix my video. Okay, just like that. And there you go. You got some simple Play-Doh made. Gonna put it all together here. Okay, there we go. Now it's your choice if you would like to add some coloring to it. I know children love colors, so I'm going to add some color to mine. If I can find where I put my food dye. Okay. So I'm going to choose blue. And I'm gonna put about 5 drops of food coloring here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And again, we're gonna take it and mush it all together. And as you can see, it's a messy activity, so definitely do it in your kitchen or over a bowl. And Miss Danielle's hands are getting blue as well, but it's only food dye, so not a big deal. Mine looks a little bit more tie-dye right now, but as you mold it and play with it, it will turn whatever color you want it to turn. Okay. So now, what are some things we can do with Play-Doh? Some things we could do with Play-Doh as OTs in the department, we'll take maybe half a piece of Play-Doh and we like to roll it out like this. Sorry, my video is shaking as I work with it. Okay, and we can make shapes with it. Okay, so I made a circle. Okay, so this is a great teaching tool for the kids. I really should have put my video on something more stable. Let me fix this. Okay. I am not a pro at this, as you can see. Okay. Let's see. We can also make what other shapes? A square, right? Okay. Another shape, some of our very basic shapes. A triangle. It may look like an upside down heart to you. I'm doing my best. And another activity we like to do is obviously make some letters. Rolling out the dough to make letters. And because we are occupational therapists, we are very sensory based, so we love to use a lot of different malleable materials so that children learn in a very sensory integrative approach. I probably should have made my A upside down for you guys so you could see it's a letter A, but you get the idea. Another activity that we like to do for children that are learning to use scissors and just starting to snip, we'll take a pair of kitty scissors and we typically will hold the dough for them and they will simply just cut the Play-Doh like so. This is a great activity for children learning how to snip. The Play-Doh also gives them a nice bit of resistance instead of cutting through a piece of paper. If you are fortunate enough to have putty at home, you could also do this with putty as well. My hands are a little slimy right now. So bear with me for a moment. I'm going to use this putty. Okay. So typically this is the kind of putty we'll work with in the therapy room. So if you're fortunate enough to have putty at home, again, snipping with putty is an activity, but we also use this as a hand strengthening activity. And you can certainly do this with the Play-Doh as well. We like to pinch a piece off and roll it into a ball. This is great. It works on your in-hand manipulation skills. Translation from your palm to your finger. It also works on pinching skills. So we pinch that putty because that's really important to get them to really strengthen that intrinsic hand strength. Okay, those are all the muscles in your hands and fingers. Okay, well, that's one activity you and your children can do together at home. I hope this was helpful, and any feedback would be great, or any ideas that you would like me to try at home. I'm trying to think of some things that you would have in your house that you could possibly play with or work with. So, all right, I hope you're all doing well. This is not an easy time for any of us, especially with children at home. So we're praying for you, and God bless. Talk to you soon.